Welcome to Storied Audio. Claire used to imagine her wedding day as a soft-lit dream. Flowers, music, the man she loved waiting for her at the end of the aisle. Instead, she stood in a white dress that suddenly felt too heavy, staring at her phone as a single text message shattered her world. I met someone else. Sorry. It's over. 2 years had passed, but the memory still hit like a punch to the chest. She hadn't gone on a single date since. Her friends tried every weekend to nudge her toward someone, anyone, but Claire's heart had become a locked room. She wasn't sure she'd ever trust someone enough to hand them the key again. "Come on, Claire," her friend Jenna begged one Saturday. "Just dinner. No flirting required." Claire rolled her eyes but went anyway. The restaurant was trendy, loud, and full of people who looked like they had their lives together. Her friends laughed, ordered too many appetizers, and teased her gently. For a moment, Claire felt almost normal. That feeling evaporated the moment they walked back to the car. "Great," Jenna groaned. "Flat tire. What are we going to do now?" It was late, the streetlights flickering on, and the city felt different at night. Bigger, darker, less friendly. As they stood there debating whether to call a tow truck, a truck slowed beside them. A man in his early 30s leaned out the window. "You ladies need help." He was handsome, annoyingly so, with dark hair, warm eyes, and the kind of smile that made people trust him instantly. Claire crossed her arms, suspicious. Her friends, however, practically chorused. "Yes." He checked their trunk. "No spare." "Well," he said, dusting off his hands, "I can give you a lift home. And I'll get someone to take care of the car in the morning." Claire narrowed her eyes. "Why would you do that?" He shrugged. "I'm not leaving you out here alone." Her friends didn't hesitate. They piled into his truck, chatting like they'd known him for years. Claire climbed in last, stiff and silent. After dropping off her friends, the truck suddenly felt too quiet. Claire stared out the window, counting streetlights, until he finally spoke. "So, was the restaurant any good? I've been meaning to try it." Such a simple question. But it cracked something open. She found herself answering, then asking him things, then laughing, actually laughing. By the time they reached her parents' house, they were talking like old friends. He walked her to the door. "I'm Miles," he said. "Claire. It was nice meeting you, Claire. And if you ever want to grab coffee or go for a walk, I'd like that." She hesitated. Then, for the first time in 2 years, she smiled and handed over her number. Inside, her mom was waiting with raised eyebrows. "Did a man just drive you home and get your number?" Claire blushed. "Maybe." Her mom grinned. "It's about time." They took things slow. Coffee dates turned into long walks, which turned into dinners, which turned into nights spent talking until sunrise. Miles was patient, steady, and kind. He owned rental properties around town, worked hard, and treated her like she was something precious. For the first time since her ruined wedding day, Claire felt her heart thaw. Months passed. They became a real couple, comfortable, happy, in love. She almost forgot the pain she'd carried for so long. Then one evening, Miles asked her to move in with him. Her heart slammed against her ribs. All she could think was, what if he leaves? What if I wake up one morning and he's gone? What if I'm not enough? She panicked. She told him it was too fast. Then she stopped answering his calls. He tried for over a week. Calls, texts, gentle messages asking if she was okay. Then the messages stopped. It felt like the universe was laughing at her. Her friends were furious. "Claire," Jenna said, "you're ruining the best thing that's happened to you in years. Call him." She tried. The number was disconnected. She cried for days, convinced he'd moved on, convinced she'd destroyed the one good thing she'd had. A year later, Claire was walking downtown when she saw him. He looked older somehow, tired, guarded. When their eyes met, he gave a polite nod and turned away. Claire ran. "Miles, please let me talk." He stopped, but his shoulders were tense. She stood in front of him, breathless. "I owe you an explanation," she said. "I was scared. My ex left me at the altar." He didn't even show up. He just sent a text. And when you asked me to move in, all I could think was that it would happen again. Miles looked at her for a long moment. Claire, did I ever treat you like that? Did I ever give you a reason to think I'd disappear? She looked down. No. He exhaled, the sound heavy. My last relationship ended badly too. I gave everything and she walked away without a word. When you ghosted me, it broke me. I loved you, Claire. But I couldn't go through that again. Her throat tightened. Can I hug you? He hesitated, then reached for her. She stepped into his arms, and it felt like coming home. When they pulled back, tears blurred her vision. I never stopped loving you, she whispered. I was stupid and scared. Please, give me another chance. Miles studied her face, searching for something. Truth, maybe, or hope. Then he cupped her cheek and kissed her, soft and certain. Let's be honest from now on, he said. No running away. She nodded. No running. They stood there on the sidewalk, two people who had been broken, choosing to try again. Choosing each other. And for the first time in a long time, Claire felt like her heart wasn't a locked room anymore. It was a door open, warm, and waiting. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.